I think a lot of people mistake discomfort for failure because what if discomfort is a sign that your life is actually changing? Ooh, it might be, okay? And we are going to talk about that in this video. So let me just get right into it. Okay, why am I doing an accent? Hello, everyone. Wow, what an introduction. My name is Branson. I'm an actor, singer, dancer, songwriter, influencer, everything else in between. And I wanted to make this video because I've been in a shift this past year within my life. Just a lot of things have been changing, like school, career-wise, everything else. And I've just been in a lot of discomfort. And I think it's really beautiful to shed light on that because sometimes the hard talks or the talks of change and not being certain with a lot of things are really scary. And then I can only imagine thinking that you're going through that alone, boo. But you're not. You're not going through that alone. We are here. So oh my gosh, just go. Anyways, so yeah, your brain naturally wants safety and familiarity. And I think that is a thing that a lot of people would assume that, okay, yes, I do like my patterns. I do like my things that I do every single day. However, when we try something new, it's kind of a bit scary to us, and then we feel a little bit uncomfortable and we take a step back and we're like, no, this is not for me. But in reality, pause. Because think about a lot of things that you've done in your life in the past that you are now a lot better at, that when you first started you thought weren't for you, or that you may have thought, yeah, this is not going to go well. But look at you now. And I think that is the beauty, because when you take a step in a direction that you're not fully knowing of what is going to come out of this, that is making you so strong. That is making you so resilient, because a lot of people won't even step into chapters of their lives that you're automatically trying. And when people try, I just love when people really try to go towards what they want to do, because that is what I feel, that we shouldn't waste our lives doing things that are just that we're settling for, that we don't really truly want to do, but we're just like, okay, well, it does this for me, so I'll do it or whatever. And I'm just like, no, you have this life. Let's make the most of it. Let's push the boundaries. Let's live. Let's have fun. Let's laugh. Let's love. Let's cry. Y'all can tell I'm theater, okay? I'm very much like, you can just tell, like, okay, I won't do too much, but yeah. And I think that discomfort is really a sign that you could be growing. And I'm not talking about all types of discomfort, guys. I'm talking about obviously the sane in the parameter discomfort. But I think trying something new is really a way to like test yourself and see and challenge your brain and your minds and physically of what you could do. Um yeah, there have been so many steps. Like, I remember when I first decided that I was going to study abroad. I was like, okay, this is going to be a change, but I was so excited for it. But then once I studied abroad in South Korea. Once I actually got to South Korea, I was like, okay, wow, this is crazy. I'll never forget the time I literally hopped off the plane okay. So anyways, so I got, well, actually, Incheon. But y'all see how quickly my brain just goes everywhere? I literally got off that plane, and the first thing I did after I walked off, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm really in Korea. My phone plan was like, you're here. Wow. I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm just expecting, like, to go. And I go to the first person I see, that the worker there, and I'm like, excuse me, where is the baggage claim? Like, yeah, I was like, excuse me, where's the baggage claim? And he was like, just go, man. And I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh. And I was like, wow, we're really doing this. And I don't think his just go man was like purposefully like that. I think it was just he didn't, obviously, like, from when he said he didn't really speak English. And then also, why would I expect him to know full English? And then he probably gets asked that like a billion times a day. So it was definitely a mix of all those. And I was like, wow, I forgot. the last time I was off the plane, I was in the USA. Now I'm in Korea. Wow, this is a whole new change. I was like, oh wait, I'm not going to be able to communicate with every single person. I'm going to have to really level up my language skills because yes, I was practicing Korean at that time and did have basic knowledge. But when I just hopped off the plane, I'm at that was my first ever time going out the country. So it was very like the whole trip was a learning experience, okay? And I lived, laughed, and loved. Did I cry? I didn't cry, but I definitely had many moments of discomfort. But it only pushed my boundaries for the better. And now I love when I go places and just seeing things. And it just really showed me that, wow, you can do anything you put your mind to. And you can. But what happened? What did that mean? What did me pushing my boundary go to? It went through me going through a little bit of discomfort first because anybody that has visited a country, it's like tea, but also there's like many things that you may like, may not like, but then living in a whole other country is a whole different experience because, you have to do, if you're there for an extended period of time, it's visa things and you learn more of the culture, you learn more of everything. I just love Korea. It was so tea. Anyways, but yes, and there were many moments of, whew, okay, this was a learning experience. Side note, there may be a whole story time. Me and my friend Loki, we either almost got kidnapped or almost got into a cult. That's a whole nother story time. Like, guys, I can't make this up. Anyways, but yeah. So that was my spill on that. Back to the topic of this video. Staying comfortable. Staying comfortable for too long can keep some people stuck. And I know it can because it has done that for me. And let me tell you why. So for the people that don't know, well, I've said it in this video a few times. I am an actor. And for the longest time, I was doing a lot of theater things. And I did theater in middle school. I did theater in high school. I did theater in college. And I have taken acting classes prior to, because right now I'm currently in acting classes. But I had taken professional acting classes before a few times here and there for film. But I was never really submitting myself for film things because that was just a whole different world to me. Even though that's what I wanted to do, I was like, I want to do like film stuff now. Like I want to be like, I want to be on the screen. But for a while, I think I just kept like, I don't know if I was psyching myself out or just saying that I don't know if this is for me. And can I do this? And I just never started. I never started. And I kept myself comfortable. I would audition for theater roles in school. I wouldn't get some. I would get others. And then I would just do theater. Then I started working at a theater summer camp. And I just kept staying in my theater bubble, knowing that deep down, I want to do more film. I want to be where the people are. So, no, but theater's my girl. That's my baby. But yeah, I was like, let's try it out. So then last year, after graduating, a few months after, I was like, okay, you know what? I had to talk to my friend actually, and she was like, so, like, what's going on with your film things? And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm just, I'm trying to work on that. And she's like, well, have you like been submitting auditions? And I was like, well, no. And she was like, well, what are we waiting for? And I was like, what are we waiting for? Let's do it. Let me stop. Okay, so then that's when I was like, okay, you know what? You're right. And I got on my Zoom and then I started getting stuff done. And then fast forward, it's not a full year later, but it is almost in a few months. And done a few film projects and I feel so much more comfortable, even though I haven't done so many, like a career long's worth of film. I have a lot more experience in theater, but that initial discomfort of not knowing a lane, not knowing this industry, not knowing anything about what it's about to be, but still doing it, it's so fun and exciting. And it's very interesting because it was like two worlds colliding because how I couldn't understand how for so long I've done so much acting, so much training and all this fun stuff, but then you put a camera in front of me and it's like a whole different world. It's like, oh wait, you got to get on your mark, you got to go this way, okay, make sure your eye line and all this stuff, okay, we need to retape this. And like in theater it was so different because you rehearse for days, months, weeks, whatever, long period of time. You rehearse on these scenes for a long time. Film, it's like, okay, you get the script, day of shoot, let's go, let's shoot it. Wait, but like you didn't tell me, do you want me to go to the couch? You want me to figure it out? Ooh, right. So just learning that was it was discomfortable, uncomfortable. Not me making up words. Anyways, but it's coming with after doing that, it's coming with a lot of knowledge. I'm learning a lot of things and getting a lot of, what is it called? Adding a lot of tools to my actor's toolbox. And it's making me more well-rounded, more ready, more happy for my career because I'm very excited in this entertainment industry. You guys are seeing it here in live time, okay? Beginning with the YouTube videos with me. And this is me without PR training, okay? So just see me in 5 to 10 years and then let's see how different I talk. But that also could just come with me, getting more knowledge, more wiser. So we'll see. But anyways, yes, guys, this is what I wanted to talk about in this video. Just don't fully run away from something. Run away if you don't fully do that. If you maybe a little discomfort. If you feel a little discomfort, okay? Okay. You are amazing. You are awesome. I love you guys so much. And bye.